After endless passport delays this past year and $20 billion more spending on bureaucracy and the biggest public sector strike in more than a generation, the minister in charge of passports said, and I quote, "My best advice to Canadians is to not make that application right now because it simply won't be processed."
Unreal.
Come on. How low can you make the customer service bar? Canadians deserve better, they deserve competence. So when will the Liberals fix what they broke, but most importantly, how much is it going to cost Canadian taxpayers?
Great question.
The Honourable Minister for Families.
I understand that the Conservatives have an issue with the truth, but I'm just going to tell the truth. And the truth of the matter is that while there is a strike going on, I do recommend to Canadians not to submit an application for a passport unless it is urgent, because under the strike conditions, which are in law, they are unable to process those passports. And so, Mr. Speaker, unlike the Conservatives, I actually believe in telling the truth to Canadians. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was consulting with the clerk while this was going on, and there was something else happening, but I might have missed something, and I just want to say to everyone to be careful and be judicious with their words on both sides. The Honourable Member for Peterborough-Kawartha.
Mr. Speaker, the truth is the Liberals had 2 years to fix this before it happened. That chaos out on the streets, this missed service, the lack of customer service is on their backs. 50% more in bureaucracy and the worst customer service this country has ever experienced. So one more time for the people across the aisle, when will they fix what they broke, and how much is it going to cost Canadian taxpayers?
The Honourable Minister for Families. Sure.
Mr. Speaker, I know the Conservatives have short memories, but when we increased the public service by 50%, it's because we were delivering the Canadian Emergency Response Benefit to 8.5 million Canadians, Mr. Speaker. It's the fact that at the greatest health and economic challenge of our time, this government was there for Canadians. Mr. Speaker, my big concern is the fact that the Conservatives have not only forgotten that, but that they wouldn't do the same thing to help Canadians in their time of need. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The member for Wellington, Halton Hills.